Hey guys, welcome to the Liberal Hivemind, a channel solely focused on exposing the abundant hypocrisy of the left. Alright, so like I've been saying, I'm sticking to it. I'm not letting the Democrats rewrite history, and I'm certainly not letting the Democrats control the conversation. They want you to be panicked as if everything changed the moment Kamala Harris took control of the wheel. And sure, Kamala Harris has gained a little bit of support, but mostly it seems like that support is coming from disillusioned Democrats and independents who are part of the left-wing electorate to begin with. It seems as though they're kind of regaining their floor, what was lost with Biden, rather than actually making significant gains or taking away support from Trump in most of these polls. Trump is still polling nationally around 48%. You know, the Trump enthusiasm is still there. I want to keep focusing on that. It's obvious that the culture has been trending more and more to the right. It's the only obvious direction of escape from woke leftist insanity. Let's continue to talk about this trend, but this video is actually brought to you guys by a sponsor, so let's play that clip. This video is brought to you guys by our friends at American Hartford Gold. Folks, we're facing uncertain times. It's been a real rocky 3 years. Politicians have a spending problem, printing endless trillions, then of course leaving you the tab in the form of inflation, the most insidious tax of all. The cost of goods and services continues to rise, and during times like this, one of the best ways to protect your hard-earned cash is by investing in physical assets. In this case, precious metals, gold and silver. That's where American Hartford Gold comes into play, the highest rated gold company in America, with gold prices through the roof once again hitting an all-time high, currently at almost $2,200 an ounce. Now's the time to give them a call. With one phone call, they could deliver physical gold and silver straight to your doorstep, or they'll have it delivered directly into your 401k or IRA. And best of all, you could take advantage of the current promotion, where you could receive up to $5,000 of free silver on qualifying first orders. All you need to do is call 844-440-1005. Again, that's 844-440-1005, or text Hivemind one word to 65532. That's 65532. As usual, a huge thank you to American Hartford Gold, always protecting us from the insidious tax of inflation. Alright folks, so there's a lot of people who want to doom and gloom, and sure, you do you, but I'm going to continue to take a step back and really look at the macro view here. Let's compare 2016, 2020, and now 2024. In all of those elections, where was Trump in the polls during the same time of year? Well, we can go back in time and take a look at that. This is what the polling looked like back in July of 2016, polling Trump versus Hillary Clinton. It's pretty much a sea of blue, and Hillary Clinton went on to lose that election quite significantly. Let's now go back to 2020, same time of the year, but just during the 2020 election, Joe Biden was up in the average by 7.2 points. And now we take a look at the spread for 2024, Trump versus Harris. Trump is still ahead in the average by 1.2 points, but the most important thing, his floor of support hasn't really dropped. In fact, it's going to an all-time high. He's almost at 48% in the average. Now, according to previous polling data, it's likely that he overperforms his polling numbers, which means he's possibly contending in the 50% range in national early polling data. Everything is fine. It's not time to hit the panic button, and there's 3 months to make things happen. And again, looking backwards, comparing 2016, 2020, and 2024, you know, the overall outlook was worse back then, but we seemed more confident than we are today. Back in 2016, the entire American cultural apparatus rejected Trump like antibodies rejecting a virus. There was no place in culture for MAGA politics. Well, now fast forward to 2024, there's a MAGA celebrity engine, something previously unheard of, that only existed in Democrat politics, where celebrities would come on stage, promote you, campaign for you even off stage. Well, now that's happening.
I know America needs a strong leader, and the world needs a strong America. I know Donald J. Trump is the best choice for President of the United States.
You're all about women's rights issues. I mean, what was the reason for the big change?
Is Donald Trump not for women's rights issues?
I mean, I guess a lot of people were asking.
He's trying to make America great again. That's for women too, right?
That's true. I mean,
okay, well, there you go.
You know, this year, again, we're going back to my old talking points. It's been the year of normalizing Trump. He's been normalized in American culture. The whole he's a threat to democracy no longer works. The convicted felon thing obviously failed. These are good things. So Trump is up in the polls and likely to overperform what many of these pollsters are suggesting. Let's call it MAGA politics has been dominating culture. And then let's look to 2020. It's also a completely different landscape in the sense that Elon Musk bought Twitter. The Democrats, or rather the FBI and the CIA, CIA don't have their in anymore to control what's on people's feed, the Democrats are in an all-out social media blitz trying to convince the world that the sky is purple and the ocean's a saturated flamboyant pink, but they no longer have control of the social media algorithms to see that mission through. And even on top of that, I haven't heard anything about Zuckerbucks helping them in the Rust Belt state, and Donald Trump is even suggesting, and also we heard it from Mark Zuckerberg's own mouth as well, that the two are seeing more eye to eye these days. Maybe a little bit more of a buddy-buddy relationship.
I just said that the picture wasn't altered. At first they said it was altered, and then they said, no, it was a bug, it was a mistake.
Mark
So my
Zuckerberg,
point is these companies would not allow any information out about what happened.
So Mark Zuckerberg called me. First of all, he called me a few times. He called me after the event, and he said that was really amazing. It was very brave. And, you know, and he actually announced he's not going to support a Democrat because he can't, because he respected me for what I did that day. I think what I did maybe was to me, it was a normal response. But I was called by Mark Zuckerberg yesterday, the day before, on this same subject. And he actually apologized. He said they made a mistake, et cetera, and they're correcting the mistake. Google, nobody called from Google. One of the things, like doing a show like yours, your show, you know, you see it on Fox. But where you really see it is all over the place. They take clips of your show that you're doing right now with me. And if I do a good job, they're going to vote for me. They're going to vote for me because it's not just on Fox. It's on Fox is a smaller part of it. You're on all over those little beautiful cell phones. You're all over the place. You have a product. You have a great product. You have a great brand. So you have to get out. You have to get out. You have to do things like your show and other shows. And Google has been very bad. They've been very irresponsible. And I have a feeling that Google is going to be close to shutdown because I don't think Congress is going to take it. I really don't think so. Google has to be careful. Now, I will say this. I believe Mark Zuckerberg. He called me a lot. They are working on, and I think they fixed it.
But what
and he's not doing what he did 4 years ago with the $500 million, I don't believe.
That's a huge development. Now, over the weekend, there was a controversy that Facebook was censoring those iconic photos of Donald Trump getting up after being shot in the ear. Obviously, that's a concerning issue, and it's reminding us of Facebook and their old ways. But very quickly, that issue was rectified, and Mark Zuckerberg actually called and personally apologized to him about the mistake that the website had made. Maybe it was just a blue-haired, jean jacket-wearing Hamas supporter in trust and safety who went a little rogue. But you know, the point is, it seems as though the Democrats no longer have control of Facebook and X. Certainly not X, and definitely not with Facebook as they used to have. It's a totally different landscape. And right now, over the next 3 months, well, it's time to engage in the meme wars. It's basically as simple as that. The media is trying to get away with their trickery right now, and so the meme warriors know exactly what they need to do. It's time to expose all the lies. It's time to poke fun and poke holes in the narratives. Very simply, if we do our part and Donald Trump does his part, keeping everything together campaign-wise, as long as that happens, to me it seems clearly evident that there's a clearly outlined path towards victory in 2024. Sure, Kamala Harris has gained a little bit on the floor, but that Trump support, once again, seems to me like an immovable object, and there's a lot to build on. Anyways, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like and possibly subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.